Bhagavatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayinim Ambattvamanusandathami Bhagavad Gite Bhavatveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindaaya Tapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Jnanamaya Pradeepaha Prapanna Parijataya Putra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gītāmritaduhe namaha sarvopanishado gavaha dogdha gopalanandanaha partho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdam vītāmritam mahate vasudeva sutam devam kamsa chanūramardhanam devaki paramanandam krishnam vande jagadgurum भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धार नीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थाम विकर्ण घोर मकरा दुर्योधना वर्तिनीं सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानक केसरं हरिकथा संबोधना बोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पतैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद् भारत पंकजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिन श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्र रुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अथ द्वादशोऽध्यायः। अथ भक्ति योगो नाम द्वादशोऽध्यायः। So we are in the last topic of the Madhyama Shatkam of Bhagavad Gita. First Shatkam is called Prathama, second is Madhyama, the third is called Charana. First one talks about Jiva Swarupa, second one talks about Ishvara Swarupa, the third one talks about Aikyam. So in this chapter, after taking you through 7, 9, where Ishvara and 7 and 9 were about Ishvara as Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam. I'm not going into the details. You're all qualified people. So I'm not going back into the basic side. So I'll only say you are 7 and 9 talk about Ishvara being Abhinna Nimitta Upadana Karanam, the non-separate material and intelligent cause of creation. Okay. Chapter 10 talks about the glory in the material cause, the glory of the material cause, the glorious things available in the material cause. In fact, the material cause manifesting itself as a product, in the product, the glorious among the products, that is chapter 10. In chapter 11, you saw Vishwarupa Darshana, you saw the ugly underbelly as well. And when you saw the ugly underbelly, you were shaken. And you say, I'm not able to handle it. Give me only the pleasant side. Very often we are not able to handle the ugly side. We are only able to handle the pleasant side. So, in chapter 12, he says your knowledge is complete only if you know Ishvara in totality. Half learning is dangerous. If you know Krishna only as Kutti Krishna, then you would have a lot of problems. So unless you have a total vision, you are going to have a problem. And total vision is possible only through jnanam. You don't have a total vision. So what's the problem? Ignorance. And the antidote for ignorance is knowledge. So ajnana nivritti is by jnanameva. Okay? Jnanam alone is the solution for ajnana nivritti. And what is the total? What is the you lack the total vision. So what is the total jnanam? Ishvara alone exists. Ishvara as intelligent cause, consciousness alone exists. Nothing else has an independent existence of its own. However, you have to necessarily be awake to the reality of the Mithya Jagat. So Satyavastu is absolute reality, that which has an independent existence of its own. Anything that does not have an independent existence of its own is called either Asatyam. Asatyam is divided into two. That which is totally non-existent. Okay, it is called Tucham. There is one more existence. That which has an existence but does not have a permanent existence. So let's take an object, pot and clay. Clay is absolute existence. Pot is dependent upon clay for its existence. So clay is called Satyavastu. Pot is called Mithya. Mithya doesn't mean non-existence. Mithya means dependent reality. Okay. So what are the defects in dependent reality? The dependent reality, which by itself is dependent upon something else for its well-being, cannot give you 100% what? Security. That which it itself is dependent, how can it give you independence? That is what is relating to Mithya Jagat. Jagat. The knowledge, however, is everything is Brahmamayam. Everything exists as, that is, when you say Ishvara exists, Ishvara alone exists. That means the Karyam alone has independent existence. The Karanam alone has independent existence. Karyam has dependent reality. And to have this total vision is called Jnanam. And commitment to knowing is called Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga doesn't mean standing on your head and meditating. Not do yogasana, do levitating, meditating, standing on your head. It's not yoga. Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga can be done with your eyes open. Jnana Yoga can be done even when you're taking a flight. In fact, when you have those long flights and when you have those layovers in transit airports and things like that, amazing places for doing jnanam and nididhyasana. Amazing places. So, if it becomes a habit, if it becomes your nature to contemplate, then Jnana Yoga becomes easy. But what is your nature of contemplation? You are sitting in a huge airport, layover 4 hours. What do you contemplate on? Brahman. What if I miss my flight? That is what you are contemplating. So obviously, you are contemplating on Mithya Jagat. Mithya Jagat means dependent reality. And the moment you contemplate on Mithya Jagat, the problems of Mithya Jagat will reach you. What are they? Hey, I don't have a roaming in my phone. So if I am stuck here, how will I call my people? I don't have enough foreign exchange. What if they offload my luggage here and go away without and take me without after having offloaded my luggage? What if they offload me here and take the luggage? You have one problem, you will find that the world is attached to the problem. So that way, that's what you contemplate on. So in this chapter, in chapter 12, Krishna says, I am going to give you first Arjuna starts. Which is better, bhakti or jnana? Krishna smiles and says, if you are a bhakta, a committed bhakta, you are an exalted bhakta. Whereas if you are a jnani, you reach me. That means as a bhakta, you acquire the qualification. As a jnani, you get jnanam. So bhakti is jnana yogyata prapti sadhana. Jnana yoga is jnana, jnana sadhana. We call it jnana sadhana if you want to. Sadhana is not the right word. Jnana sadhana. Jnana yogyata prapti is also known by another name, gauna sadhana, preparatory sadhana. So bhakti, karma yoga 2 levels, bhakti 2 levels, prepare you for jnanam. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga without jnanam is incomplete. Jnanam without karma and bhakti, upasana is not possible. You can't ask a question whether I do school leaving examination or graduation examination. You can go to graduation only after you do school leaving examination. So, Bhakti Yoga, that is Bhakti Yoga level 1, 2, 3, 4. Karma Yoga plus Upasana Yoga prepare you for Jnana Yoga. This is what Krishna drives home. So, in the first few verses, he starts at level 4, 5. He didn't start at 11 because you are advanced students. No? You are chapter 12 students. So, because all of us are chapter 12 students, Krishna decided to start at the top. Okay. So, he says, Jnanam, how should you know me, Ishvara? Either you know me as consciousness, Nirguna Ishvara. If you have to know, how should you know? He explained all of that. One, who is not available for sense perception. One who is not available for anumana. One who is not available for description. One who is everywhere. Hey, who is everywhere is a unique thing, expression. No? But one who is spatially limitless. One who is kala atitaha, time-wise limitless. One who is a kutastha, the substratum of everything. One who is dhruvam, the only stable thing which I can hold on to. All this was explained. And he says, suppose you find this difficult, because very often what happens when the teacher teaches, very often it happens. All of us have been teachers, we have taught in a small way. We have also been students, and then teacher will teach. And after teaching for some time, the teacher will look into you and he will ask, Samjha nahi na? You have not understood, na? Understood? Every student will say. There's a unique way of nodding head in India. See, once when I was training in Singapore, and I was told very clearly, sir, here if you say this is yes, this is no. It is not the India. Have you understood? It is not India. So you have to very clearly say yes or no. Don't say all over the place. So when the teacher asks you, have you understood? Samajh mein aaya? We'll do. So what do you want to say? like a bull. So, what do you want to say? I feel I have understood. But if you ask me a question, what I have understood, I won't be able to answer. If you are able to ask me questions, I won't be able to answer. But yes, I won't bother you with a question. That is the meaning of this nodding all over the place. So the teacher has understood that you have not understood properly. But because you are a qualified student, the teacher does not, he knows you can understand. So he brings you one level down. So from Jnana Yoga level 5, he brings you to level 4, rung 4, Nirguna Ishvara Upasana. So how does Nirguna Ishvara Upasana done? The entire cosmic Drishya Prapancha that you see, you should see as Ishvara. Sunrise, Ishvara. Sunset, Ishvara. Moonrise, Ishvara. Moonset, I have not heard the word moonset. Moonset, Ishvara. Stars, Ishvara. Mountains, Ishvara. Floods, Ishvara. Fire, Ishvara. Devastation by fire, Ishvara. Hey, look at the Vishalata. It will give you Chitta Vishalata. You will have to learn to look at Ishvara like. How do you learn to look at Ishvara like that? Hey, when you look at the cloud, what Ishvara you will see? You will start looking at Krishna dancing about. You will say, cloud looks like Krishna. Now there are some people who do Homa and things like that. They have got elaborate pictures. Sir, did you see Krishna's flute in the fire, sir? Now suppose I say I didn't see, he will feel offended. So I say, yes, yes, he saw. So now he will tell everybody, he has seen, therefore you must also be able to see. This is how doesn't Jnana Yoga doesn't work like this. In fact, Vishwarupa Upasana does not work like this. How should you work? Very important. When you see Srishti, when you see the Vishwarupam, when you see the Vishwam, how is Ishvara manifest in the Vishwam? He is manifest as Rhythm. Rhythm means infallible order. Infallible order. During certain parts of the season, dark clouds will form, and when the appropriate conditions are there, it will rain. And when the earth moves from Uttara to Dakshina, there will be climate changes. If you cut trees, there will be no rain, heat will go up. If you mindlessly do mining, what will happen? You will have landslides. Infallible order. Sun rises at a particular time. In some places in the world, especially if you go to northern regions and things like that, in another 1 month's time, there will be no sunrise. There will only be a mild twilight kind of thing. So you see that in nature. Then you see that in the various kind of living things that go around you. Plants. Then you see the various kind of living creatures that abound. You leave water stagnated, Ishvara's infallible order, mosquitoes will come. So you don't have to spray the mosquitoes. You have to only keep the place clean. Mosquitoes won't come. So what do? Stagnant water, mosquitoes, spray, and you will inhale the spray and have all kinds of illnesses. Okay? If let us look at just one part of the body, just one part. Eyes. You know, eyes cannot take dust. How is dust filtered and kept outside? Eyelashes. They keep the dust out. And if there is dust inside, you see, you will do that's actually trying to clean it out. Infallible order. You know why do you have eyebrows? You will know If you are in a sweaty climate, try walking in the afternoon in humid weather, the sweat will pour, will hit your eyebrow and go out like this. If you didn't have eyebrow, they'll come right into your eyes. Even your eyes, the water that comes out of the eyes have come from three sides. That come from this corner is Anandam. That comes from this corner is sadness. Something comes from the middle. You know what? Humiliation. Ishvara's order. Order means there is a certain law and the law is followed infallible. Heart beats how many times a day? 72 into multiplied 14,000 so many times per day. 1,40,000 something time. Does it rest? Between love and a dub it rests. So this is how you appreciate Vishwarupa Ishvara. Anything that you see, anything that you experience, you relate it to Ishvara's order. You feel sad? Emotion, Ishvara's order. When things don't go according to my expectation, I feel disappointed and I feel sad. Order. Don't come and bluff and say, no, sir, I'm perfectly all right. No, I know you're not. When you jam your hand on the door handle or something like that, on the door crack of the door, it pains Ishvara's order. You learn to appreciate Ishvara's order totally. That's what he says in those verses. That's what Krishna is trying to say. We'll quickly read the verses and then go to the next level. 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So now understanding Nirguna Ishvara is just a lot of conflict is there. It's difficult. It's conflict here means it's not easy. Relating to Nirguna Ishvara is not easy. Therefore, if you find it difficult, don't give it up. Don't give it up. What is the Sampradaya teaching? There is a teaching called Sampradaya, means there is a tradition. Somebody will say, sir, I am not able to do Jnana Yoga. They'll say, then you do Bhakti Yoga. Hey, there is nothing called separately Bhakti Yoga. Jnana Yoga includes Bhakti. You do Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga not working, sir. Then do Hatha Yoga. What is Hatha Yoga? Standing on your head. You will get Jnanam. If standing on your head could give you Jnanam, why should I put you through engineering classes? All I have to do is to take you to engineering classes and make you stand on your head. It doesn't work like that. Sampradaya. Your goal is level 5. If you have not got it, repeat level 4. Okay? It's not considered failure. In India, we have got this system. If you are not fit for 11 and I am detaining you in class 10, ayyo na fail I have failed. I'm fail ho gaye. No, it's not right. You are repeating so that you are fit enough for the next level. They say, no, if you are not fit enough for test cricket, go and play Ranji Trophy. Like that. So therefore, he says, if you are not able to appreciate, if you are not able to get into Jnana Yoga, come to level 4. What is level 4? Etu sarvani karma. Before that. He says, look at me as Vishwarupa Ishvara. How do you look at Vishwarupa Ishvara? Etu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matparaha ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate. So, you have to necessarily function in this world. Jnana doesn't mean I'll stop working. Just because I'm doing Jnana Yoga doesn't mean I will stop working. If you have to go to work, you have to go to work. If you have to earn a living, you have to earn a living. The focus is on Jnana and not earning a living. That's the difference. That's all. So when you are doing, if Jnana is not working for you right now, then come down to a level, in the sense, prepare yourself for Jnana. Have Jnanam as your goal. Mat paraha. Hold on to that goal. I want to have Jnanam. That is your goal. Okay? Ananyeva yogena. You are not going, no, you are not skipping Jnanam. You will want Jnanam, but you will work for Jnana Yogyata. How will you work for Jnana Yogyata? you will see the presence of Ishvara in your life all the time. You got a job? See how Ishvara's laws got you that job. You are in good health. See Ishvara's presence in the good health. You have a little bit of pain here and there. See Ishvara's presence there and understand that this will go away. Understand, see Ishvara's presence in relationships. See Ishvara's presence in what you have and what you don't have. Many a time what you don't have is a big blessing. You have a Rolls Royce. You know what a big blessing is it? You know what's the insurance premium for Rolls Royce? And what if one Madras auto rickshaw scratches your Rolls Royce? It's a big blessing. It's a big blessing to have a broken down, what do you call, ambassador here. No fellow will come near you when you drive. So sometimes what you don't have is a blessing. Sometimes what you have is a blessing. See Ishvara's presence in every event in your life. Create chronicles, okay? Write it down. You don't have to share it. Have a notebook and say, Ishvara's presence in every part of my life, in every event of my life. Sadness, you say, and then write Ishvara's presence. Happiness, Ishvara's presence. So that is Vishwarupa Upasana. You do that. Okay. If you do that, what happens? Krishna says in verse number 7, Teshamaham samudbharta mrityu sansara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha maya veshita chetasam. So Mai Aveshita Chetasam. The Chetasam here is Buddhi. Mai Aveshita, hooked on to me. What happens? I will free that Buddhi. I will protect. Samudbharta. I will protect you. I will save you. I am a savior. Okay, the savior is a good expression. Savior. Okay, but not savior only if you convert. If you are non convert, I will not save you. It's not that kind of a savior. Jesus, I will save you. What is the thing? Mai aveshya chetasa aveshita avesha. You know, you are virtually obsessed with Ishvara. Mai aveshita chetasam. If that's the kind of commitment for jnana yoga that you want, that you have, I want jnana, come what may. Example is Nachiketa. There was a young boy called Nachiketa. He went to Yamaloka and Yama told him, I will give you 3 boons. He said, 1, 2, 3. The third boon is, tell me Jnanam. Give me Jnanam. He says, Jnanam is very difficult for all these people. I will give you other things. So Nachiketa says, we say in very good in Hindi, we say, Jnana dena hai to do, varna aap hi ko mubarak ho. I leave. If you can give me Jnana, fine. Otherwise, I am leaving right now. Mai aveshita chetasam. What happens? Nachirat. He doesn't take time, 3 months, 4 months, वैसे guarantee नहीं. He says, Nachirat, without any delay, I will first protect you. I will samudbharta. Then, mrityu sansara sagarat. It's a very beautiful expression. You know what is the biggest fear that drives us? The only fear? It is a fear of loss. And that loss is called mrityu here. What is the law? What are you afraid of losing? Health. Some people are afraid of losing their hair. You are afraid of losing your health. You are afraid of losing your wealth. You are afraid of losing relationships. You are afraid of losing your position. You are afraid of losing your possession. You are afraid your social media account will be hacked. Your social media. There is one social media network. What happens if it is hacked? Oh my God, Joss, you will skip today's class if it is hacked. You're so anxious about all these things. That is called Mrityu Sagaram. Sansara Mrityu Sagaram. You're worried about it. My car is parked outside. It is raining. There is no cover there. Will a branch fall? Will coconuts fall? Look at the things occupying your mind. See, actually speaking, suppose I ask somebody, what do you want in life? He says, I want to be happy. Then I ask him, are you not happy now? There's no answer for that. Please understand, you are not happy now. Your happiness is dependent upon the happening of an event hereafter that will make you happy. What a sorry state of affairs. And that you will be happy now only in the jnanam that there is consciousness, there is Ishvara, and you are not different from that. And for that, you have to have jnanam. And to prepare yourself for that jnanam, you need upasana. What upasana? Nirguna. It is Vishwarupa Ishvara Upasana. See Ishvara in every phenomenon that you see. Agni, Ishvara. That's a phenomenon. It's a deity. Agni is a deity. God and deity are not the same. Please understand that. Everybody says God and deity are the same. They are not the same. Deity. Deity is a phenomena represented in a vigraha. Agni, I represent in a vigraha. It becomes a deity form. Vayu, I represent in a vigraha. You have to do a lot of thinking to get the Vedic tradition right. The whole problem is all of us are studying Vedic tradition through biblical lenses. That's why it doesn't work for many. It doesn't work for many. Even now, when we put news, somebody passed away, everybody will say RIP. One easy to type. We don't rest in peace. There's nothing called rest in peace. Then that fellow will argue me. Ella onnudane sir. Sab ek hi hai na. Now what do I tell that fellow? You need a lot of depth to understand Vaidika Sampradaya. So can you see the presence of Ishvara everywhere? And if you are able to see the presence of Ishvara everywhere, if you are able to see the presence of Ishvara as infallible order everywhere, I free you from anxiety. Sansara, Mrityu, Sagara. I will Samudbharta. I will protect you. Anxiety is knocked off. You're not worried about what will happen. You're not worried. I mean, you're concerned, but not worried. You're concerned. Concern is okay. Not worried. This worry is something like it's like paranoid thing. You're paranoid that somebody is following you all the time. You're paranoid. All I have to tell you, Shani Payarchi is going to happen. Gone. Your paranoia starts. I'll say your Ashtamati Shani. Shani has come to your 8th house. Gone. What little happiness here will go away. So look at the anxiety-ridden lives that we lead. He says, I'll free you from that. For that, what is the qualification? You have to know. You have to, and then through the 4th level, you have to prepare for jnana. That is clear. It is not that if you are 4th rung, you will jump to beyond 5th rung. You have to go to 5th rung. You have to know that you and the Ishvara are one and the same. So that is. Now let's go to the next verse. He says, Keshamaham Samudbharta, is it fine? Let's go to verse number 8. Yes. Now he says 8. Mayyeva mana adhastva. Mayyeva mana adhastva. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. Nivasishyasi mayyeva. Nivasishyasi mayyeva. Ata urdhvam na samshaya. Ata urdhvam na samshaya. Look at the word. Adhastamana. Fix your mind on me. Okay? Fix your mind on me. On what? Vishwarupa Ishvara. Fix our mind on every phenomena and see it as Ishvara's manifestation. Mayyeva mana adhasta adhatsva. Having done so, Mayi buddhim niveshaya. So, not only emotionally linked to me, intelligently also linked to me. We have a lot of emotional problems. My son is not writing to me. My son is not listening to me. My daughter is not doing this. Everything is okay. My brother is not okay. We have one small, what do you call, a quarter ground land for which we are fighting to death even before the parents, what do you call, funeral is complete. Emotional problems. Lift your emotional problems to Ishwar. Meaning, validate the emotions and say it is Ishvara. Don't resent an emotional down. Don't ever feel down. In the sense, if there is a down, acknowledge that it will be there for a short while. Agamai, apai, anitya, it will go away. It calls for a certain maturity to even look at difficult times. So, adhastvamana, acha, niveshya buddhim, also intelligently linked to me, ata urdhvam, thereafter, nivasishyasi mahi eva, you will dwell in me alone. You will dwell in me alone. This is how you practice Vishwarupa Ishwara Dhyanam. Something is delayed, don't say why delay is happening to only me. Immediately don't pick up your horoscope and run to somebody. If delay is happening, lift your mind to Ishwara. तुम्हारे घर में देर है पर अंधेर नहीं है. Things will fall in place. Look at your life. In your life, how often things have fallen in place. And if you have come this far, things have always been falling in place with an occasional knock notwithstanding. Learn to look at life in abundance. Don't look for a happiness tomorrow. Look at happiness now. I am fine now. This is okay. And then this is called Nivasishyasi Mai Eva. And there should be no doubt. Yeah, I've put everything, I've put all my bharam in Ishvara. It will work, no? That means problem. Will this work? Problem. Okay, he takes it. Now he takes it to the next verse because he knows, because there are two or three more rungs below, he knows even fourth rung is very difficult for many people. The first, fifth rung is difficult for almost everybody. The fourth is okay, but fourth is even difficult for a lot many people. For people who find the fourth one difficult, Krishna gives you, is okay, take one step down. Remember, you are climbing the ladder facing upwards. And if you find the next one difficult, you have to keep looking upwards and keep one step down. You have to carefully put one step down in that ladder. You can't look down and come down. Your attention is focused up there. You grip properly, come one step down. And what is that one step down? Krishna says, Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknosi maisthiram. Ata chittam samadhatum na shaknosi maisthiram. अभ्यास योगेन ततः अभ्यास योगेन ततः मामिच्छाप्तुं धनंजय मामिच्छाप्तुं धनंजय. हे कृष्ण, हे धनंजय, हे अर्जुन, अथ न शक्नोसि. If you are not able to see Vishwarupa Ishvara, Samadhatum chittam. If you are not able to samadhatum chittam na shaknosi, if you are not able to fix your mind on Vishwarupa Ishvara, don't give up. Don't jump and run away. And if you are not able to sthiram, if you are not able to firmly fix on Vishwarupa Ishvara and you have a lot of doubts, in fact, you have more doubts than clarity, in which case he says, Mai tata Ichha aptum mam abhyasa yogena. He gives you a very easy way out. He said if the total Vishwarupa Ishvara is becoming difficult, come to the third layer, third rung. What is the third rung? Have Ishtarupa Ishvara Upasana. What is your Ishta Devata? Krishna. Emotionally, fine. What is Devi? Hey, you have, you name it, I'll give you. You want more creative, we can create also. There's no problem. That is the beauty of our tradition. In Krishna alone, you have Gopi Krishna, Radha Krishna, Meera Krishna, Bala Krishna, Guru Ayurappan Krishna, Navanita Krishna. How many Krishnas you have? Giridhara Gopal. Now Giridhara Gopal is like this. Muralidhara Gopal, Laddu Gopal. You have got so, in Krishna alone you have so many. In Devi you have so many varieties. It has suddenly created something called Santoshi Ma, and everybody became Santoshi Ma follower. So you say you have got many. You just tell me, I will create for you. You can create yourself. There is no problem. You can create yourself. And have that Eka Rupa Ishvara. And how to do that Eka Rupa? Abhyasa Yogena. For your emo. In fact, what happens, it is even good for you. Create Ishtarupa Ishvara and make him come alive in your lives. Make that Ishtarupa Ishvara come alive. Believe that he is all around. Believe that when you close your eyes and call, he will answer. When you are imagining a person, the person becomes real. So why imagine all other persons? There are so many people. There are people. There was a person who came. I mean, not one person. There are many persons. Let's say you are listening to a movie song, and in the movie song, the song is played. You are listening to this, and your eyes are closed, and the person is singing. A nice song is going on. Now, do you see the hero or do you see yourself? Ah, careful. Do you see the hero there? If you are a man, you will see yourself. If you are a woman, you will see the lady. Yourself, you will see. You will see. That's why the movie song becomes so attractive. And there are people who live that. There are people who are willing to give blood, what you call blood abhishekam for cutouts of cinema stars. That is the kind of identification. He said, have the same kind of identification for Ishvara. And how do you get this identification? Listen to Puranas. Listen to Purana. Go to Bhagavatam. Pick up Bhagavatam. Listen to Krishna. Listen to Krishna stories. Hey, go down to the stories that abound from Maharashtra. There was a person who was constantly praying, Vittala, 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 Vittala. When will you come and give me darshan? When will you give me darshan? When will you give me darshan? The fellow was praying all the time. So one day Vittala came. Just see, when you listen to this series, see what happens to your emotions. Okay? Vittala came. And when Vittala came, this man was attending to his parents who were severely mobility challenged. So he has to clean them, dress them, feed them. Before feeding, you have to apply tilaka. What a beautiful culture. What a beautiful culture. Just imagine the culture. A dead person you bath and you apply tilaka or vibhuti. That is the culture. That is the culture. So he was applying tilaka. So his servant came and said, somebody is come. He said, who has come? Don't know, sir. Dark complexioned. He is having one yellow vastra. He said, ask him to wait. So this fellow went outside and told, वो अपना माता पिता की सेवा कर रहे हैं. He asked you to wait. And then what did Krishna do? On a small brick with both arms on his hip, on his waist, he waited. When he comes out, he is Vittala there. He says, Vittala, you waited for me. Vittala says, You were attending to a very important work. Pitra Yajna you were doing. You know something? Pitra Yajna is higher than even Deva Yajna. First thing is Bhuta Yajna. Next thing is Pitra Yajna. Only then Deva Yajna. He says you are doing Mata, Pita, Guru. Uske baad hi Dev hai bhai. You were attending to Pitra Yajna and I had better wit. Listen to the story. It will bring tears to your eyes. It will give you goosebumps. It will prepare you. It will give you chitta ekagrata. It will improve your bhakti. And fear will go away. You can say, I will pour all my emotions, I'll pour all my fears on Ishvara. As long as I have Ishvara, as long as I am able to hold on to Ishvara, no problem can touch me. Krishna said, I have given away my army to Duryodhana. What do you want me to do? He says, I want you. He says, what is the use of me without my army? He says, no, I want you and I want you to drive my chariot. If I have you in front of me, I will have no problem whatsoever. And look at that Bhagavata story. Hey, why did Pandavas suffer all those 14 years and things like that? You know, when they were gambling, there's a beautiful side story which says, Duryodhana said, I will give the stakes, Mama will throw the dice. Okay, why didn't our great man, what's his name? Yudhishthira say, I will give the stake, Krishna will throw the dice. Yudhishthira thought, if Krishna comes to know we are gambling, he will not like it, let him not come here. So Krishna did not. He said, good or bad, Lord be with me. Good or bad, oh Ishvara, be with me. If that is, listen to Puranas. Okay, listen to bhajans. Especially during the course of a bhajan, you will have listen to Harikathas. Listen to Harikatha, listen to bhajan, sing bhajan, and when you sing the bhajan, don't simply say, pahi pahi and leave it like that. There are beautiful, the lyrics are there. Dwell on the lyrics and see how bhakti comes. भटका हुआ मेरा मन था कोई मिल ना रहा था किनारा मिल ना रहा था सहा लहरों में लहरों से लड़ती हुई नाव को जैसे मिलना रहा हो किनारा like like a boat being tossed about in the lake. I was not getting hope in life. उस लड़खड़ाती हुई नाव को जो किसी ने किनारा दिखाया वैसा ही सुख मेरे मन को मिला है मैं जब से शरण तेरी आया मेरे राम. Sing this. Feel emotions coming out of you. I'm not saying Krishna sing. You will come to the third rung. Come to the third rung. Abhyasa. Abhyasa means it's not like they say in Tamil, Adi Korna Amma. Don't do only during Janmashtami. Do it daily. Do Nevedya daily. You're having coffee, do Nevedya. Do Nevedyam daily. You say, Krishna, please. During my days when I was in Calcutta, I used to know a person who used to do Krishna Upasana. I was fascinated, that's like the childlike simplicity. Early morning, she will open that mandir and Krishna will be lying down. She will pick up that lying down Krishna. No, that Krishna will be having some dress. She will she will say night dress nikal diya and she will decorate him, wash him, decorate him. She will say, I will give you breakfast. If she goes out, she will say, Krishna, I will be back before your bedtime. She will go out. And before bedtime, she will say she will change him into night dress. And then she will put him on a dolly and I found a beautiful simplicity there. But he says, don't get stuck there. Okay? That should be able to take you to the fourth rung. Because all that Krishna Upasana, I will get moksha, you will not get moksha. That should prepare you for your Eka Rupa Vishwa, your Eka Rupa Ishta Devata Upasana should be able to take you to Vishwarupa Ishwara Upasana, and both of them should help you prepare for Jnana Yoga, where you see Atma Rupa Ishwara. It should prepare. So Krishna takes you up to this. We will see. We all have. What if this also doesn't work? Because there are two more levels, no? That we will see what Krishna says now next. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गुरुब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनीं देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय स्वामी दयानंद महाराज की जय सब संतों की जय हो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय हो बजरंग बली की जय ओम नमः शिवाय we'll meet again Monday next
Thank you, sir.
morning meditation continues om namaः shivaya
Thank you.
om
Thank you so much, Baba.
om
So much.